guys, I'm going to be starting a new series on astrophotography because I've pretty much finished up all of the how to be an astronomer, and I got a chance last night to go out, do a little observing in order to finish up the last one of the how to be an astronomer. I got the notes taken, everything like I was showing. I'm going to demonstrate it to you guys at some point. And then after that one, I'll then do a physical hands-on of showing you every step as some sort of live stream at some point. And now we're going to get into astrophotography. First of all, I need to explain to you some simple things. There are different sized sensors in your cameras. Your webcam has a different size. Your phone has a different size. Your regular camera has a different size. All of them have a different size. Now, in the case of computers or webcams, I know in the case of phones, because the sensor is so small in them, they have to throw away pixels, which is called binning pixels. And it makes phones where they're not really as good as like your regular camera. Your regular camera is going to have normal sized pixels and you're going to be able to see the pixels really well. Whereas in the case of the phone, it's not going to be the greatest. And the images that you're seeing advertised on these phones or different things like that, you're not actually able to get those because those pictures don't really exist because the camera can't do it. It's not that the camera doesn't have the ability to take pictures of the moon or take pictures of that, but it just can't get the quality that you're seeing in the advertisement. And actually, when you're saying that, oh, this phone has a bigger zoom, it's actually, if you see here, my phone has 3. This is an iPhone 16 Pro, and this is my one that I've been using pretty newly. But I used to use a 13 Mini, which had only two different lenses. And that's what your zoom is. Your zoom is basically switching between these lenses up on the front. So really, in reality, when you're paying for a phone that has multiple lenses, you're paying for multiple lenses. Now, I'm going to show you some of the equipment I use. Well, one here I showed you already. I use my iPhone. I've used it for a good while. It does pretty much everything for me of my astrophotography and all that stuff. It's a very cheap, affordable option to get started with. Now, the second one that I bought myself was a DSLR camera. This is a Nikon D70. Which is a really nice camera. Nikon is no longer making these Ds at all. They're now making the Zs, which are mirrorless cameras. This one has a mirror in it. And you look through up here, and you're looking down at the mirror that is seeing the image coming through the front here. This has a much bigger sensor, so the pixels are a lot more normal sized. And I like using this one. I've had to learn some new tricks and stuff of how to use it. It's really handy. And I do not use here because this is not a live view. This is just for previewing the image after you've taken the picture, because you have to look through here in order to actually take the picture, which can be irritating because I was hoping that, oh, I could be able to use it for videotaping for everything, to record even the video that I'm recording right now, but I can't, so it's a nice camera for just learning how to do photography or take pictures of planets, stars, whatever. It's great for doing that. Now, when you want to put your Nikon camera directly onto your telescope, you will need a T-ring. The T-ring can go adapted. This one is specifically for Nikon. The T-ring can go directly onto a piece that would then adapt it to an eyepiece slot, and then you would slide it into the telescope that way. But this one does not have one of those. So I use a teleextender, which is a device that goes like this, you put this end on the back of the telescope with the eyepiece installed, and you slide it on, and then with this screw here and this other screw, you lock it onto the back of the telescope. Then you take your T-ring, like so, and put your T-ring on here, and put your camera onto the T-ring. And then you can take images with your camera. And then for my phone, which I didn't describe earlier, but I bought myself a phone mount. This one has the screw-in kind here. I like this kind. You can buy the spring kind. You can buy different ones. They're like $10 on Amazon or anywhere like that. They're great devices to have, and they're very handy. But I like the screws because they're reliable and last, and they'll hold the phone firm there. And this one can go over my phone case because I keep a phone case on my phone. Now, for your phone, you're probably also going to want this accessory, which would definitely be a good accessory to have. It's a lens kit for your phone that goes over the lenses that are existent on your phone. The pieces you're going to want out of a lens kit are going to be this is a CPL filter here. This is going to be a really handy device to have. You're going to want that. You're going to want more like filter type stuff for your phone, not so much the other. Now, when you attach your phone to your telescope, you do not need that. All you need is filters that go on the eyepieces of the telescope. And that's all you're going to need. You probably won't even need the lens kit unless you want like other lenses to go with your phone that then you adapt it on there. I've not really used them that way that much. I've tried a little bit, but I don't think it really helps out too much. I think I a lot more prefer using the physical phone and using some specific apps that I use. You can also do it with like your standard camera. I have this old, this is basically like just a little pocket camera. This is a Kodak Easy Share. These are pretty decent. You cannot find these anymore unless you find one used on eBay, but they're very much outdated. You could probably get some of the newer Kodaks, and they'll be a lot more advanced than this one. This one's really not designed for astrophotography. The newer ones, I've wanted to try experimenting with it, of doing some astrophotography with them, because they're like $100 cameras, and they're not really that expensive, but I think they're well worth maybe like trying it out and experimenting. And if you have done it, please put in the comments of like, hey, I've done this. You could probably do it with any little cheap camera like that. And feel free to just pop anything in the comments about that. If you've done it or something like that, like, feel free to.